Have you ever experienced a difficult time in your life when you notice in your life that the things that you need are just not there and start maybe being anxious? Hello everyone, this is Jose Juan again, continuing with this reflections, weekly reflections on what is God telling us, speaking us, teaching to us from the Word of God. And the readings today made me remember, this can be something that you also experience when the pandemic hits, whenever the pandemic happens. A few years ago, I was without a job. I didn't have a job. We moved from Austin to Houston, hoping that I was gonna find some place to work like very quickly. Again, I was working in a parish in Austin, and I thought to myself, well, there's like double as much parishes in Houston, that I could work for. So we came back to Houston after a few years in Austin, and I keep looking for a job and couldn't find one. I applied to different parishes, different positions at the diocese, and nothing happened. And I started getting a little bit anxious, a little bit like, what's gonna happen? I mean, I'm the provider of my house. I have a blessing that my wife also works and she provides too, but I was getting anxious as the man of the house, providing for my wife and my kids. And just God through this time just were being like faithful to us. I mean, all I can say, it was like we all through this, it was at least 2 years that I was without a job. And it never happened that we didn't have something. There was always food in the fridge. There was always enough money to pay our bills. Just enough. Honestly, just enough. It was like we're gonna need to pay something, and that was the right amount that was in our account. And then it was like, something else later, and it was the enough money there, the enough thing. We also had 1 week maybe that we were like, we don't have money to go buy groceries. And all of a sudden, someone shows up our door and bring groceries to us. And we were just like, wow, He is faithful. He is looking upon us. He's taking care of us. The readings this Sunday are about that. In the Old Testament, Elijah came to the house of this widow, which only have, 1 measure of flour to make bread and oil enough to do one and eat and die. And the person like, just do it and share with me, and God will provide. And that measure gets refilled every day. Every day. The gospel talks to us about, how generosity is very important also in Christian life, because God is generous. That's my point today. It's all about generosity. God is generous. God is faithful. We have the example of this widow who has 2 coins. She could have kept 1 and the offering will be great still. Put 1 in the basket, little coin, and keep 1 for her to eat. Well, guess what? She put the 2 coins, trusting totally in the Lord that He will provide to her. So my invitation, I don't know, that was my experience. I don't know if you are going through difficult times or you have gone through difficult times in the past. It is my experience. I can speak from that. At every moment, when you trust in the Lord, He will provide. But trust, abandon yourself. We had a God that is faithful and that loves us so much and is taking care of what we need. God bless you.